what are some of the things that you think play a major factor in adulthood, a major factor in robbing our joy, right? Things that shouldn't necessarily rob our joy, but they do. So, for example, for me, right, one of the smallest things that robs me of joy that has no business doing so, driving. I love to drive. I really, really love to drive. But when I get stuck in traffic, right, or when someone cuts me off, it's like I find myself just getting super upset for absolutely no reason. I should just be like, if you cut me off, I guess it is what it is, not the end of the day. No, it's not every single time that happens, right? But my patience aren't as good in those times as they should be, and they rob me of joy when I could be just fine. I could just let the person do them, right? As long as they're not a risk factor for to me and those around me. So what are some of the things that you see that just play a major role into like stealing people's joy in adulthood?
Okay, well, I would talk about something very specific in my life, which is something that threatened my health, my marriage, and even my business in some ways. Definitely robbed me of joy. And it was when we had a change in our family structure, when we actually when we started taking care of my husband's mother's children. It was very hard for me to transition, um, to incorporate them into our family. They were older. I think they were 8 and 9, or no, they were both the same age. I think they were both maybe 8 years old when they came. Could have been 9. I don't remember exactly the how old they were, but
Mm-hmm.
it was very hard. It was very stressful. It was a very stressful time because I homeschool and I was expected to homeschool them also, but um, they had other needs, beyond just regular textbook education. And I think for my children, because I raised them from the very beginning, they knew how to do things. They knew how to uh, do basic things and advanced things in terms of education and everyday normal life. And these children had, like, hard backgrounds, and it was very hard for them to adapt, and for us to adapt to them,
Yeah.
for them to transition to the level that you would think they kind of should be at their age and stuff like that. And for me, because I already had a very full plate. I already had, like, you know um, a nonprofit business, a regular business, my coaching business, my homeschooling the other, 6 children. The oldest one was in college, but he did it online from home. So I was still helping him keep accountable. So, homeschooling 7 children, my 7 children, and then incorporating them. And I was feeling like my husband was not supporting me, even though it was his family's, children.
Mm-hmm.
And so that definitely robbed me of joy. I threatened divorce, very much considered. Also, I waited too long. I waited too long for to reach out and get help. I mean, I would tell my husband about my problems, but I don't think he understood how much he could do and how much he should do. And